What's that sound? It's For Amusement Only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast. Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. Tonight's a quick one. I just wanted to give out a little tech tip here, and that is to discuss what happens when you're troubleshooting a game using my method, or what I call my method, but really just using the schematic. And you narrow it down to a switch or a particular wire, and you can't tell which wire it is. This is particularly common in bingos where the cloth-covered wire is just completely saturated with tar or some other substance that's changed the coloration of the wire completely. So whereas normally you would have orange being one of the common colors, everything's orange. Now that's, believe it or not, something that you can fix most of the time. And I'll give you the easy way and the slightly harder way. Now for those of you who have checked out Kuz's video, he takes a power washer to the inside, and I've got to say, that's kind of a cool idea. It would get all the grease and so forth out, along with a lot of the dirt. I'm just a little too chicken to try that myself, and not sure how the wood would hold up and all that. I'm sure you would have to have very good drying conditions to make it so that things didn't go south. But that's not one of the ways I'm going to recommend here. One of the tips I have is just to take your thumbnail and scratch the surface of the wire. And sometimes that actually removes some of the crud on there enough that you can see the wire color with the tracer. Now my second tip, if that doesn't work, is to get a small cup of soap and water mixed, and take a toothbrush, a new one obviously, not your own, and scrub the wires. Now what this will do is show the original wire color through. The soap and water mixture won't hurt anything as long as you're not scrubbing on the switches or doing something silly. Then it's not going to be conductive and cause a problem. But it will clean the cloth wiring. And remember, you don't have to clean the whole thing. I mean, you don't have to clean the entire wiring harness. You can just clean the section that you're concerned about. So if you're looking at a relay, for example, and there are 8 wires or 16 wires or whatever the case is coming into the relay, and you have no idea which one it is, you take a toothbrush and scrub a little bit out from the relay, and that should give you a very good idea. Now, you have to continuously clean off the toothbrush or else it's not going to work. You could also do the same thing with some other light abrasive, but this way is pretty safe and practical. But it makes a world of difference if you're able to see the wire colors when you're troubleshooting the game. So if you find yourself in this boat, that's one thing you can try. Well, thank you very much for listening. My name again is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com, or you can call me on the Bingos line. That's 724-BINGOS1, 724-246-4671. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Casts via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter at Bingo Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram, also at Bingo Podcast, or you can listen to us on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.